Welcome to the Community Spotlight Podcast. My guest today is Barb Scott from the Bucyrus Public Library. She's the children's librarian. For those that have been around a while and you're going to say, you guys used to be on the air before, you are correct. It was back when I had the Spotlight program a number of years ago. And so here we are. It's just like a bad penny. We're back together again for something. But today you've got something very special.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about the Dolly Parton Imagination Library and the Bucyrus Library's role in that and what's going on with it. And first of all, for those that have been under a rock and have never heard about the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, at least in Ohio. Now, the Dolly Parton done this thing for a number of years, but in Ohio. Let's talk about what's happened in Ohio, how it got started here, and how it's moved forth here in Bucyrus.
Well, basically, it got started in Ohio in 2019.
Okay.
First Lady Fran DeWine saw the effect of the Dolly Parton Imagination Library in her own grandchildren. She would be, visiting her family, and the grandkids would run to her with the books that they'd gotten in the mail. Grandma, read this to us. And she saw how excited they were, and she wanted to have every child in Ohio have that chance to get books delivered to their home. So 2019 was when it started in Ohio. Crawford County stepped into getting the wheels moving in 2020, March of 2020. We had one big community meeting and got a lot of support behind it. And then, of course, in 2020, you know what happened.
Yes. Yes.
And then that sort of put, a stop to us. We met over Zoom, but by September of 2020, actually the end of September 2020, we were ready to get the affiliate underway and get going with getting funding and getting the books sent to the children in the county.
Okay, now how this basically works out is how many times a year do they receive books? Just kind of go through the structure for somebody that wants to.
Every child 0 to 5 receives an age-appropriate book every month from the time they're born until the time they turn 5, at which point they age out because they figure they're going to kindergarten at that point. So they get a brand new book sent to their home with their name on it every single month.
All right. There's the basics of that. Now, this all costs money.
Yes, it does.
All right.
And
Tell us how this works locally, because this is going to all tie in here, because you got to have the money to make this work.
Right.
Okay.
Each affiliate, and there's an affiliate in every single county in Ohio. That was achieved right around the time that we got our local affiliate under the way. Every single affiliate has to fundraise locally.
Okay.
Dolly Parton takes care of the home office in Tennessee, takes care of all the administrative costs and all that good stuff, but it's up to the local affiliates to raise money because we have to pay a share of the money towards the books that are being purchased for the children in the county. Governor DeWine several years ago set up, and the General Assembly set up a fund that they will match whatever the local affiliate raises.
Okay.
But the local affiliate has to constantly be raising money, whether it's grants, whether it's private donations by businesses or banks or community groups, but it's just a constant fundraising operation.
I'm familiar how that goes. I do a lot of fundraising for other entities, so we'll just say that. So I understand it's a constant thing.
Yep.
I guess I'll just flat out ask, how has been the participation of people as far as donating to this?
When we first started, Avita and Ohio Mutual Insurance Group jumped right in.
Okay.
They donated a certain amount of money for a number of years.
Okay.
We have gotten money from the Community Foundation, different private donations. Hordes Livestock has given us money.
Okay.
So
the participation has been pretty good. But you can't always count on the same people to keep doing this.
Right. And when the money goes away, so does the program.
Yes.
Because, like I said, the only thing that the Dolly Parton people in Tennessee do, they cover the administrative costs.
Yes.
The local affiliates have to come up with the money to keep that running every single month for the children to receive.
So basically,
books.
the administration of it and the actual sending of the books is all out of Tennessee.
All out of Tennessee.
So that's good. That actually takes that out of your hand.
Right.
So basically, it's a matter of raising money for this and continuing the program. Now, let's get down to the nuts and bolts in Crawford County. You're a children's librarian. You've been dealt with this for many, many, many years. What's the real impact that the Dolly Parton Imagination Library's had, do you think, so far in this county? And what's our participation rate, and how does that maybe stack up against other states?
We are at 71% of eligible children.
71%?
71%, which if you, we get a map every month from the Ohio people, the Ohio organization.
Yes.
And if you look at the counties that surround us, we're higher than those counties. In fact, I would venture to say we're one of the top 10 counties in the state.
Of the 88 counties in Ohio?
Of the 88 counties in Ohio as far as participation.
Wow.
Percentage.
So we have a good thing going.
We do.
But we need to keep it going.
We need to keep it
That's
going.
the message today?
Exactly. That when the funding stops, the books being sent to the children's homes stop. It happened once before in Crawford County, and I don't want it to happen again.
Yes.
And that was years ago, but...
Yeah. Well, again, you have fits and starts sometimes before you can get the engine going and just keep humming.
Right.
And this is why you always need new blood into contributing to these various things. Well, how does somebody get involved? That's the bottom line on this right now, I guess, isn't it?
Basically, I'm the contact at the library.
Okay, and you're Barb Scott,
I'm
so
Barb
I'm going
Scott.
to tell you who you are. It's a children's librarian, Bucyrus Public Library.
Public Library. I'm 419-562-7327. My extension's 104.
Okay.
If anybody wants to donate, if like there are businesses, banks, community groups that would want to donate, they just need to get a hold of me. The Crawford Partnership is our financial arm. They agreed when we started the affiliate in Crawford County to take care of all the finances for us. So any money then goes to them, and then as the bills come in, they pay the bills to the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Now, the encouraging thing for me to me about this is you've got something that's successful, people.
Exactly.
And you know, we have a lot of people like to complain how everything's wrong. We have something here that's going very
well.
Very well.
For 3 years.
Yes.
I mean, we were talking before, I was talking to a gentleman who has more of a national level site. And he said, like, out in Arkansas, Oklahoma, those programs have been going for years, and they're just now hitting 70-some%. 3 years in, we're at 71% of eligible children, and I think that's just fantastic.
Well, that speaks volumes as to the priority that people in this community believe this is.
Right.
And literacy, and this is what this comes down to, teaching people to read, because if you're not doing that at a very early age, they're going to be lost by time.
Exactly.
And this is why they're starting out. You're going to say, well, why would you start before 5 years old? Because habits are habit forming, as
Habits are habit forming, and brain development in those first early years just explodes exponentially. So they're getting exposed to reading and literacy and the love of books in those early years, and it's just something that will carry on through life. We've said that, education, and you're looking at a workforce, an educated workforce, so it just all kind of ties in.
It's all hand in hand. You have to, these basic skills, they start somewhere, and they start very early.
Very early.
And if you don't start those skills early, then people fall behind.
Exactly.
So this is a great, wonderful thing. I'm going to let you do a little more promo. How do you like that, Barb?
Sure.
And that's not all.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, there's more. Again, people that are interested in contributing to this. How does this work? Maybe you've got a company. Maybe you have people that want to give money to this. Again, slowly give your name and number and how this works.
Sure. Barbara Scott, and I'm the children's librarian at Bucyrus Public Library, 419-562-7327. Direct extension to my desk is 104. You can call me and give me any information that you want to, any monies that are sent, or email me at barbarascott@hotmail.com. That's another way to get a hold of me.
So I was going to say, there's other ways to get
a hold of me. Any money that's sent for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library goes to the Crawford Partnership, and then it's dispersed monthly to the home office in Tennessee for the books that are sent out for Crawford County.
Well, Barb Scott, did we exhaust all our possibilities here this morning?
We might have.
we might have. Well, I appreciate you coming on and being a part of the podcast and explaining this, because this should be something the county should be proud of, and our citizens of this county should be proud of. It's something the library should be proud of. Something you should. I keep using the word proud. You should be very proud of this, because to have that participation rate at 71%, and we've only done this now 3 years.
3 years in September.
And but then you've pioneered some other programs. I know the library has with you guys too, that went statewide. So, I mean, we're very innovative at the Bucyrus Library, and I'll give you kudos for there, because I know what you guys have done over the years, and I'm really thankful you were able to be up here today, enlighten us on the Dolly Parton Imagination Library and all what's involved in this, and I hope this will make your phone ring.
I hope so too.
And that you'll get some feedback and some donations to this, and it is a great and wonderful thing, because this is a time you need to work on this with children when they're really young and doing this. Again, I want to thank Barb Scott, children's librarian at the Bucyrus Public Library, for coming in talking today about the Dolly Parton Imagination Library of Ohio, I guess is the official title of that. And thanks for being here, and hopefully we'll have you back again.
Great, thank you.